I wanted to talk with y'all. I know y'all have seen the video by now that I've uploaded. It's called My Journey, My Testimony. And guys, it's wow. I had to just get on here and talk about that real quick, because seeing when I was putting that video together, first of all, a lot of my pictures, I thought I had deleted them, because but I don't know if y'all know anything about Google Photos. Like, whatever you take on your cell phone, it goes to this little place. And I remember going through it over time and just deleting and getting rid of a lot of things. And even going to this other place that deletes those photos. But guys, today, it was just laid on my heart. So as I was going through my phone today to actually upload some other videos, because I have kept pictures from before I was saved and everything. I was going to do that, and then I just saw so many other pictures to add in there, even the ones that I thought I had gotten rid of. And guys, it touched me, it moved me greatly. I've been working on that video since earlier this morning, and just seeing for myself the transformation. It's not that I'm not aware of the transformation that the Lord did, but guys, like seeing it and putting it together and seeing where I was, and even looking at some of those pictures and thinking of where my mind was at and how I was feeling despite how I looked on the outside. And I had a lot of selfies. I did like taking selfies, but one of the things that I always would do, I remember this, was knowing I wanted to see what I look like. Despite what I feel, I always want to see what I look like. And I remember at some point I was thinking of doing something that talk about what depression looks like. What does depression look like? What does a depressed person look like? And I'd always take little shots of myself, of my face, what I was doing, and just looking at, wow, despite all I'm doing inside, I don't feel the way that I look on the outside. And that another reason. And of course, yeah, I like taking selfies. I ain't gonna lie about that. But looking back now and seeing how it pieced together, it's just amazing to me. And I'm just so thankful. I'm glad that those pictures did not get deleted. At least some of them were still kept. And I'm glad I'm able to be a testimony to somebody, to encourage somebody. Because you know what, guys, we've all been there. And sometimes people will see, I'm not going to say a finished product, because none of us are finished, But people will see where you're at and think, oh, yeah, this person don't understand my struggles. They don't know where I'm coming from. But guys, we may have different walks in life. We may have, different social statuses or whatever, but we all experience the same thing. Happiness, sadness, acceptance, rejection, sadness. We have the same emotions and the same challenges. It's just maybe on a different level depending on where you're at and what you're experiencing. And so I'm glad that I was able to share that, but it also blessed me. It also encouraged me. And I believe even in this video that I did today, that it helped me. It really, really helped me a lot, because there were some questions I had for the Lord. There were some things, as a matter of fact, when I woke up this morning, I got in prayer. I had some questions, things based on, some of the things that some of my brothers and sisters in Christ will share with me, things that I see going on in the world, and I will come into the Lord and say, Lord, I'll ask questions. And I know that this was God's answer to me as well, to see this video, to see where He's taking me from. And guys, you know what? It's so amazing is that it's lasting. It's lasting. It has not worn off. I'm not saying that there are not times that I don't get discouraged or I don't experience things, guys. But that change that the Lord made in me, that has not gone away. That has not gone away. And guys, that's because I fan those flames. I fan the fire that God has put in me. Because I know that I want more of it. I don't want to lose it. And it's not that I'm going because I don't want to lose it, but I'm drawn to the Lord, okay, like a moth to the flame. And so I fan the flame by ensuring I spend time with the Lord. Why would I not spend time with the God that saved me? Why would I not spend time with a person who came and got me when I was in a dark place? I want to be by his side. He has been my protector. He's been my comfort. He's been my everything. He's made a way out of no way. That's who you want to be close to, guys. And so I look back and think, years have passed and I still have the same passion for the Lord. I still love him, my brothers and sisters. And it's not that I'm just so perfect, but I'm deliberate in my salvation. I got a gift. I have to take care of the gift. I got a gift of salvation. We have the gift of salvation. So I need to take care of it. I'm not going to go get myself in situations and be looking at things and doing stuff that's going to tarnish the gift that God has given to me. And so that's where I'm at, my brothers and sisters. Another thing that I will say to you that is an amazing thing, and it's really a test of where we're at, is what do you do when you're by yourself? Can you behave yourself when you're alone, guys? Can you conduct yourself? Are you doing the right things when you're alone, when you're behind closed doors? What do you do when you are alone with you? And so that was also an encouragement and a blessing to me to see the changes, because I will tell you, my mind was always on the next party, the next event that's going on, the next outfit I'm going to wear, and the next weekend rendezvous I'm going to get in. That I was a mess. I look good on the surface, but I'll get into stuff behind closed doors. I'm making phone calls. I'm doing stuff. I'm planning a weekend getaway. I'm planning to go somewhere to go hang out for the weekend. I'm planning something. I'm doing something, okay? And it's not that I was so mischievous, but my brothers and sisters, I get encouraged and amazed that when I am alone and when I'm by myself, this lets me know this is how I thank God, because when I'm alone and by myself, my brothers and sisters, I'm still the same as if other people were around. And I'm not here bragging, but I'm bragging on, if you want to call it bragging, on the power of God. He can change you. The power of God, it works behind closed doors. It works years later. It works after hours. It's still intact even when you're standing in front of somebody that's fine. It's intact even when you're alone with that remote control in your hand, guys. This is what happens when God totally transforms you. And that's how I know when I want to question God, are you with me still? How come I'm still behaving? Because he exists, and because by him I exist, and because he's not stopped, he's not letting go of me, and so that keeps me going. And so I want to encourage you today, my brothers and sisters, not to let go of God and not to feel that you're too terrible for God to change you. I wasn't always looking for God. I wasn't always thinking about God. And most of them pictures, I will tell you, I was doing my own thing. And then when I started coming around to God, I was trying to do God and do me at the same time, because it didn't dawn on me that there was even such a relationship you know what I mean? But when the Lord called me out to himself and he began to change me, guys, he changed me. And then I was in church, and then things was going on in church. And then the Lord brought me out, because what I realized, he was with me on my journey. He was with me on my journey, and God was not going to allow anything or anyone to break and to do me wrong and to destroy. So even though you may go through trials and tribulations, you may make some mistakes along the way, guys. I'm here to tell you, if you keep turning to the Lord, because that's one thing I was doing. I was turning to the Lord, just talking to him. I was not letting go no matter what. Even when I felt like it, I just kept getting in his face. Even when I didn't feel anything, I didn't see any changes, I was still falling into immorality and doing different things, and I was still just getting into stuff. I was still just being worldly. But I know I just kept praying, and I kept going to God, and I begged. I probably didn't need to beg, but I was begging at some point. And then I would get frustrated and think that he's not with me, but I just knew it can't be true. He is with me. The sun's up. Who's making the sun come up? Who's making the sun go down? This world is still on its systematic schedule. He exists. I will wait. And guys, in time, he changed me. And when that change came, guys, my life was never the same. So now I'm behind closed doors and can still do right, guys. This is a blessing, because Arlene ain't like that in the flesh. So I want to encourage you to stay the course. I want to encourage you to allow the Lord to make the transformation in you. That even sometimes when you don't believe, you just need to know that He is God. And sometimes all you need to do is just be still and trust Him and just come and do your part. Pray. If all you could do is cough up a prayer, pray and trust the Lord and wait on Him and watch what He will do in your life. I wanted to share these videos with you all so you can see what's up, see where I came from, the things that I went through. And while there are parts of my testimony that are still kept private, guys, I've shared very deep things with you all. Because people are going through these things, and you need never to let go. But guys, when He comes, you must be willing to let go and to go to Him, guys. You can't take the extra. You can't take the extra weight. Because one thing about the Lord, He is a perfect gentleman. He is not going to force you. He's not going to knock you over the head. But oftentimes, when people are still walking in sin and doing what they want to do, they still want to get coverage while they're sinning. And while God will cover you, and while there's plenty of grace and mercy that keeps us from really experiencing the things that we should have experienced way earlier, He's still a God of His word. So if you're choosing sin and you're sowing to your flesh, then His word says of the flesh you will reap corruption. If you like the enemy, then He is going to have to let you go to the enemy eventually. Guys, the Lord didn't just come and grab me up. I was still seeking Him no matter what. And I'm just glad that He saved me. I'm glad that He turned my life around. Guys, there's nothing that I look back on and have any regrets. There's nothing I look back on and want more than God. And the thing is, I'm filled with Him. I don't have desires for things that I probably should have desires for. I'm not seeking anything. I'm just not. I'm like, Lord, thank you. I'm content. I'm happy with what I have. I'm happy. I'm really joyful. I feel joy. I feel laughter. I feel happy. And I'm like, Lord, whatever your will is, let it be done. I no longer have my own agenda of what I want, and God, I need this. Other than, Lord, give me this day my daily bread. What He gives me today is what I will enjoy, because I know tomorrow is already preordained for me. And I just pray and ask the Lord for protection. I focus on other people. I focus on praying for other people. I focus on doing these videos and doing the things that God has called me to do, because as I take care of His business, He'll take care of mine. So whoever you are out there, I pray that these videos will bless you. This video that I did will bless you, and all the other ones I've uploaded. And guys, feel free. You are free to share this video if you like, if it will encourage somebody. The transforming power of the Lord, it's something to share, guys. So don't feel that, you share my business and you can't share. Feel free to do so, because I know there's somebody who's probably sitting and thinking, I'm too messed up for God to change me, or, this person is doing so much for God, they must have arrived. Nah, we came from the gutter. So anyway, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you another time. Bye.